Welcome back to how to create a pre-engineered building in COMOSYS. So this is part 2. So the next thing we're going to do is just to break this rafter into three parts. Thereafter, we'll customize, we'll convert them to a tapered frames. So the same thing we'll do to the columns, because we take a look at the column we've broken into two. So the very first step we need to do is to reorient or make sure that our XYZ plane is in orientation or taking the slope of this rafter, so that if we start marking out with points, the points will be able to follow the slope of this particular rafter. So what do we do? I'll come to view, then come to more options here, click on the drop down arrow and pick this option to surface. So I'm going to place my XYZ plane here on the surface to take the slope of this particular rafter. So let me just click on that and give some time to respond. And there we are. And XYZ plane has taken the slope. So in here we have the point. So if I select on the point right there, and if it's unselectable, just select everything and press Ctrl and deselect the parts you don't want. So we have our point in place. So we want to copy this, moving in the direction of X by 2 meters. So I'll right click and come to copy. Then I'll pick on copy spatial and pick on linear. So, and on the linear, along the x-axis, I want to copy that point moving this way at a distance of 2 meters. So let me just come to x-axis here and just type in or key in 2 meters or 2000 millimeter and click copy. So if I click copy, I'll be able to see I have that point with me here. So the same thing I can do, I can place another point on top here. So how do you place that point? We can select on that point or create another one by coming to edit here. Then click on this drop down arrow and pick on dividing points. So dividing points, I'll pick on my first and the second point. So the midpoint will be created in between the 2 points I've created. So let me just mouse over on that spot and mouse over on this spot. Just give some time, and if I mouse over there, I'll be able to have a point right in the middle right there. So if I select that point or select everything here and deselect any part that I don't want, and I'll have my point in place. So the same thing I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this point coming downward in the opposite direction of X. So if I bring it closer and right click and come to spatial copy right here and pick on linear. So under linear, I'll go back to this copy by distance dialog box, and I'll prefix this 2 meters by a negative sign. So if I press that, but this time around, I can just leave it at 2 meters as it is, and I'll go ahead and click copy along the x-axis, but in the opposite direction. I'll click copy. So once I've done so, I'll click close. So if I zoom out, I'll be able to see I have that point with me here. So the next thing I'm going to do is to break this rafter using the points I've just created. So how do you break it? And since we've broken this, there's no need of doing the same the other side. Once we've broken this, we'll mirror that one the other end. So let me come to edit. So under edit, we'll get this useful tool called edit frame. So we're going to edit our frame by breaking it into 3 sections. So the 3 sections will be converted into tapered frames. So I'll come to break frame. So I'll select the frame I want to break. I'll pick that. Then I'll pick the sections I want to, the points I want to break it on. I'll just mouse over that point and click on that spot. So you can see I've broken that into that side, into that spot, and I'll come select this the same here, and I'll just mouse over the same point that I created here and click on that spot. So I'll give some time, and this rafter has been broken into 3 components: component 1, 2, and 3. So what I'm going to do, I'm supposed to do the same thing on this end. So that will be a wastage of time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select on that and press. delete and click yes. So the next thing, I'm going to bring my XYZ plane to global position. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mouse over this G here. Just see my cursor pointing, just click on the G here, and that will take it to default position or the global position. So I'm going to select the components are broken into, the three the three portions here, this rafter. So I'm going to mirror it on the other end, right click, I'll come to special copy and pick on mirror. My mirror line is still in place and intact. I'll go ahead and click run. So the moment I click on run, I'll go ahead and click close to terminate that command. So in here I have my rafter broken into three pieces and mirrored on the other end. So let's begin trying to create a tapered frame using this. So first of all, let's have a view on the view line A. So if we double click on the view line A, this will be elevation that we'll have. So this is what we have. If I zoom close, you can see this is what we have, and we've not tapered all these columns, all these columns and rafters. So we want to use the basic tools available in COMOSYS to create a PEB or a pre-engineered building by tapering all these steel frames. So let's switch back to 3D by double clicking on 3D view here. Just double click on 3D view or press Ctrl D. That will take you to the 3D view here. So let's begin. I'll double click on this first member or the first frame. So I'll wait for the profile dialog box. So another thing, instead of doing it one piece by one piece, it's absolute wastage of time. So since I've selected on this, and I'll go ahead and pick and press Ctrl and double click on the last one here and give it some time to bring up the dialog box for this particular frame. So you can see this the bottom frame has been selected, the upper frame hasn't been selected. So please take into account this was a PEB 400. So what we are going to do, we want to modify that into a tapered frame. So let me just click on that section, and we have all the details available here. So we have 400, 180, we have 400, 180, 8.6, and these are the details we are going to use. So the tapered means at the bottom, at 0 level, where the base plate will be welded on, will take this size of 400. So up to the utmost height where the column has been broken, that will taper it to take a height of 500 millimeters instead of 3, just to create a taper right there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch to a taper. So in here we under a tapered customization of that particular column that we want to customize or to make it a taper. So we want to use these same properties for 180, 8.6 and 13.5. So let's sit back, and we want to use that at the start from the base plate or from 0 level. So this will be 400. So this one will be 180. A B will be 180, and on the flange, this will be 8.6. Then we'll follow with 13.5. Then we'll feed in here 8.6. Then the flange thickness, this will be 13.5. There we are. So at the end means at the top end here, where it will create more like a V-like. So this end will be larger than the bottom end here. This will remain as 400. So this will remain the same, and this one here will change to 5. We'll give it 400, and this will give it 180, and this one will give it 8.6, and finally you give it 13.5 right there. So we want to add these details. Let me just give it some time. I'm going to click I'm going to give it some relative length, because if we leave this as it is, so I'll just show you the information that you'll be able to see if you don't add, if you don't feed in here any dimension here. So I'm going to feed in here approximately 5 or any dimension, but it will not change the one we have here. Just feed in 5 or just 3, just 3 meters. So I'm going to click add section. So the type of this, or the type of the member or the steel frame must be highlighted. So this is an I-beam. So I'm going to click add section. So we have the details here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click select tapered member. So once I've selected on that, you'll be able to see all the details here. So I'll go ahead and click apply and give it an OK. So once I've given it an OK, you can see we have a tapered member right there. So you can see the taper is taking shape, and let's do another one on the next presentation. I don't want to take so much time past 10 minutes, because the concentration of human being have gone past, because we've reached 10 minutes and normally 5 minutes. So let's meet on the next presentation, and I'll be able to show you how we can create some tapered frames, or tapered column frame and tapered rafter. So let's meet then. Bye bye. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I'm Morris Dimba, and let's meet then.